Tell us your name.
Hey, my name is Joseph.
Joseph. Joseph, retired surgeon.
Yes, I'm a retired physician, formerly a surgeon.
Yeah.
What would you like to know?
What is it like to be a surgeon?
Well, originally, it's I think what most people don't understand about being a surgeon is that you work many, many hours during the week. And oftentimes you're on call every 2 or 3 nights. And so sometimes you're working all through the night.
All through the night.
All through
Wow,
the night.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So it's a whole different lifestyle.
Totally.
I think one of the challenges is to create a balance in your life,
Yeah.
especially if you're married, because you can be called away at any time. That's the other thing
Yeah.
that people I don't think realize is that you can have plans with your family or children,
And then you get a call.
and then you get a call and you have to just interrupt whatever you're doing and leave. So it takes a lot of discipline and to do that.
Sure
and it
is.
also kind of makes your whole life and relationships a little more challenging.
Yeah. How many hours would you say you work in your field per week?
I would say typically, well, we were talking earlier about being in a residency. You can work easily over 100
Over
hours a
100.
week.
Yeah. One of my childhood friends, he's currently in residency back in New Jersey. He's working over 100 hours a week.
Yeah, I would say when I was in my residency, I was working about 120 hours a week, which is
Wow.
just crazy.
Yeah.
But
You married to your career.
You are.
Yeah.
I didn't have any relationships
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
Fortunately, because I don't know how people could do that and have a relationship.
Yeah.
So it was a little easier for me.
Yeah.
And after I got out, the hours decreased, but I would still say that you were working probably between 60 and 80 hours a week.
Still afterwards. 60
Afterwards.
to 80 hours a
Right.
week. Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
a lot different than most professions, I think. And
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of people don't understand that as far as how many hours you put in and how
Yeah.
demanding it is. And
Yeah.
and of course we're compensated very well for that. But I also think that there are not many people that would do that in their regular jobs. Let's say in any type of field, would you be willing to stay up all night and put in that many hours and without being compensated
Yeah.
for it? So.
Yeah. How many years were you in the field?
How many years total?
Yeah, total.
I guess about 20 years.
Oh, 20 years?
Mhm.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
And because you are super busy with work and you put a lot of hours into doing surgery, how do you allocate your other time? Do you have time to work out? Do you have time for other personal things?
That's a great question. So, yeah, you have to be really good with your time because it makes you think about all your time and how valuable it is. And
Sure
so,
is, yeah.
how much time do we normally waste, like in our life, or how many things that we do?
I love that topic.
So you have to be very disciplined and set aside time to do certain things like working out and trying to eat properly.
Yeah.
And getting sleep, right, and rest, and also keeping up with your studies and other hobbies. So it's also important to have a hobby or something that's just fun.
Yeah.
That you can kind of de-stress from practicing medicine, because
Sure.
it's fairly stressful as well.
Sure. Recently, I've been taking hot yoga classes, and I meet doctors, maybe a surgeon too, in the locker room, and he is on call. He said he takes his phone to yoga studio, and he tells the instructors, "I might get a call, and I have to go run to
Yep.
the hospital."
That's what I'm talking
the lifestyle.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not easy to do that. As I said, I'm retired now, so
Yay.
the freedom of time
freedom.
is really amazing.
Yeah.
To be able to have that ability not to be interrupted.
Yeah, I mean, like because you have so limited time because due to your busy career, how do you view time? How do you view time? I'm sure you look at it a lot different than, let's say, me as a realtor.
Yeah, well, that's another good question.
Super
Because
valuable.
you can work at any hour of the day, 24
Yeah.
hours a day, I guess you would look at it differently, or I would.
Sure, yeah.
Because you can have free time at any time of your
Yeah.
life as well, or working in the middle of the night. So
Right.
you have to adapt to that and just be willing to do it, but then also kind of shut off. Like vacations and time off is really important to kind of recharge and also just do something else. so that you can recharge your energy to get back to that kind of a rigorous schedule.
Yeah, so cool. Lastly, what will be one advice that you will give to your younger self?
One advice. Wow, that's a tough question to be on the spot. I would guess to try to stay more balanced. There was a time in my life that I was so consumed with work that it affected my relationships negatively. And also I didn't know God at that time. So having God in your life and having that as a source of your inspiration would give me the power to be more faithful to my family and not prioritize my work, make my priorities being God and my family, my wife, above my work. There was a time where the work was my number one thing, and that was not good for my life.
Got it. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Nice
have a
talking
blessed
to you.
day.
You too.